It was not until he saw the surveillance footage. The man was shocked to realize that his wife had not lied at all. It was his mistress who had deliberately brought people to humiliate her. That was why she had hit the mistress in anger. He immediately went home to apologize to his wife. However, he found that his wife had long since disappeared. All she left behind was a divorce certificate. The man broke down instantly. It turned out that not long ago, the woman had gone to the hotel to pick up her husband, who had been given a powerful drug. Instead, she saw the mistress trying to have sex with her husband. The woman angrily chased the mistress away at once, but her husband suddenly hugged her and tried to get intimate with her. At that moment, the bullet comments told the woman her husband had deliberately taken the drug and called the mistress to the room. His purpose was to make his wife jealous. The bullet comments therefore urged the woman to agree to be intimate with her husband. After all, it was the first time her husband had been so initiative in years of marriage. However, the woman had had enough of this kind of love that was never directly expressed. She pushed him away in anger. She then found an antidote and made him take it. The next day, after the husband sobered up, the woman asked him to call the police. After all, the mistress's attempt to have sex with him the day before was suspected of being an assault. However, the husband flew into a rage upon hearing this and claimed what the mistress did was only to save him. On the contrary, his wife had clearly seen he was drugged but refused to help. She had not fulfilled the duties a wife should perform at all. At that moment, the mistress also showed up and threw herself into the man's arms. She apologized, saying she should not have acted that way the day before. The man immediately forgave her tenderly. The woman was just about to lose her temper at the sight when she saw the bullet comments again, saying the reason the man did not hold the mistress responsible was actually to see the woman get jealous and lose control. Only then would the man feel that the woman cared about him. The woman had had enough of her husband's acting and testing. She simply ignored them and turned to leave. The man flew into a rage at the sight. He did not know that the heartbroken woman had filed for divorce that same day. But before long, the mistress showed up with a group of people to deliberately humiliate the woman. They said the husband clearly did not love the woman, and the woman had clearly seen the mistress with her husband. Yet she still shamelessly occupied the position of the man's wife. The woman had originally intended to ignore them, but the mistress and her group deliberately blocked her way and would not let her leave. The mistress even insulted the woman by calling her despicable, saying she must be just like her dead mother. That was when the woman could no longer bear it and slapped the mistress. As a result, the mistress and her group flew into a rage and beat the woman up on the spot. Just then, the husband arrived. The mistress immediately pretended to be pitiful and said she had just greeted the woman warmly, but she had been insulted by the woman. The woman had even hit her. Upon hearing this, the mistress's friends all testified in agreement. The man was still angry at his wife for her cold attitude earlier, so he ordered the mistress to hit the woman back on the spot, thinking his wife would definitely come to him to apologize and beg for forgiveness after getting jealous. He did not know that this act had completely broken the woman's heart.